Now, the American President Donald Trump will host his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House on Friday. Zelensky is all set to sign a deal granting Washington access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals. So as Kiev seeks to shore up support despite Trump's recent pivot towards Russia, the meeting has come just a week after Donald Trump had branded Volodymyr Zelensky a dictator and had blamed him for the Russian invasion. But Trump's tone has softened in recent days after visits by the French President Emmanuel Macron and the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. On the eve of their meeting, Trump seemed to backtrack on his comments.
I think he'll keep his word. I think I've spoken to him. I've known him for a long time now. You know, we had to go through the Russian hoax together. That was not a good thing. It's not fair. That was a rigged deal and had nothing to do with Russia. It was a rigged deal with inside the country, and they had to put up with that too. They put up with a lot. It wasn't just a...
Now, the dictator outburst was sparked in particular by Zelensky's initial rejection of the deal to give Washington preferential access to the Ukrainian natural resources, including oil, gas and rare earth metals. Now, Zelensky has demanded the U.S. security guarantees as part of any deal, but Trump has refused to give any commitments. Now, Trump has insisted that the deal was necessary for Washington to recoup the billions of dollars that it had given Ukraine in military and other aid. Finally, Zelensky relented and agreed to come to the White House to sign it.
Well, so President Zelensky is coming to see me on Friday morning, and we're going to be signing really a very important agreement for both sides because it's really going to get us into that country. We'll be working there. We'll have a lot of people working there. And so in that sense, it's very good. It's a backstop, you could say. I don't think anybody's going to play around if we're there with a lot of workers and having to do with rare earths and other things, which we need for our country. And we appreciate it very much. And I look forward to seeing him.
According to the latest update from the senior U.S. government official, the mineral agreement does not include any future U.S. commitment to supporting Ukraine. Now, the official also noted that the economic partnership between the United States and Ukraine does not include any specific guarantees for future war funding, nor any commitment to deploy U.S. personnel in the region. The U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent also said that the relevant agreement had been completed and that both sides will sign it on Friday with no further negotiations on the matter. Ahead of the White House meeting, Zelensky met with the Irish Prime Minister Michael Martin as he stopped over in Ireland on the way to Washington. And during the brief meeting at Shannon Airport, Martin reiterated Ireland's support for Ukraine and also its efforts to join the European Union. And not a member of the NATO military, neutral Ireland has provided so-called non-lethal support to Ukraine, including financial and humanitarian aid.
Made it clear that we would push very strongly for an accelerated timeline in terms of Ukrainian membership of the European Union. He's very keen on that. It's a priority because in itself it gives certain security guarantees to Ukraine, but economically also it opens up very significant opportunities for Ukraine into the future.